Hello, friends. TeresaLouise here, and today is Sunday Sew and Chat, June 29th already. God, I can't believe it's June 29th. But yeah, sure is. Almost the 4th of July next weekend, right? Woohoo. Our little town has a pretty good 4th of July, considering it's so small. Um, hey, Joyce, how you doing? Hello, Donna. Hi, Melina. Hello, Polly. How are you ladies today? Good to see you. Let me fix this. Hey, Brenda, are you still at retreat? Or are you home now? Spill the beans. Hey, Susan. Hi, Sylvia. Hello, Teresa. Good to see everybody. Yeah? Oh, St. Louis Airport. Fun. I haven't flown on a plane in years. Since probably 94. I used to fly a lot there for a while with my job. I used to have to fly to different states, to different banks, and anyway, yeah. And I flew a lot in little planes, puddle jumpers, and I did not like those at all. I actually do not like flying, uh, so that wasn't my favorite part of the job. I did like going to different places, but yeah, I can do without flying. The first time I flew in a plane, I was 12 years old, and I flew from Boise, Idaho, up to Spokane, Washington. Yep, all by myself. I was a young adult. Yep. I guess a lot of people wouldn't think a 12-year-old as a young adult, but back then, I think I was pretty um, adult-ish when I was 12, believe it or not. I was very responsible. Hey, Joe. Hey, Mary. Hey, Linda. Making dinner. Then I can sit and sew. What are you up to? I'm going to sew something new. I talked about it a couple of weeks ago. It is this back quarter pop-up. Back quarter pop-up. And I want to say I got this in a sew sampler box. Maybe. But it's been a while. It doesn't say sew sampler on it anywhere, so I don't know. I might have got it at a quilt shop. But I've been wanting to make this for a while. And I want to have like a little garbage can over there by the Longarm. So I'm going to do a little modification on it. And all you need, let me tell you what you need, okay? It comes with the ring. Whatever you do, don't open this until they tell you to in the instructions. I know you want to open it. I know that's hard not to do that, but don't open it, okay? Now, I've never made one of these, but I'm trying really hard not to open that. And then it comes with a piece of elastic, and then it also comes with this little thing of labels and the instructions. It does not come with the back quarter. So, something that's really strange, Susan? When you first came on and said hello, you weren't blue, and now you're blue. and I have done nothing. And she says, I'm very surprised to be on time for once. I'm surprised too, but why are you brown or black up on top and then you turn blue? Because you've been blue, a moderator, for a long time. So that's really weird. I wonder it's a YouTube thing. I don't know. YouTube has been really weird. Like over on Katie's channel, y'all, your handles say at your name and then they added numbers on it. But I haven't seen that on other channels, just on Katie's channel. So I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know if it's some sort of setting that she has to do or what. Anyway, so I thought we'd do something different today. This I have planned, and then if I get this done, because like I said, I've never made one, so I do have to read the instructions and all that stuff. I'm also going to open my sew sampler box, and then if there's time, I'll work on the snowdrift block, because I'm down to, I got 1.5 more blocks to do, and then I can sew all those together. And then if there's still more time, we'll go over and take a look at the horse and see where, where I'm at on that. So I really have quite the lineup for you today. Let's see. Yes, Brenda. At 12 and 13, we thought we were grown. Yeah, and I had younger brothers and sisters, and so I helped mom take care of the kids and helped with housework and did all that kind of stuff. And so I was always the more serious one, kind of, but I was also, I like to play jokes on people too, you know. It was the serious joker. Hey, Kathy, how's it going? Hi, Teresa. Oh, that sounds good. Linda says, I forgot I could put you on my phone and take you into cooking with me. That is true. I'm making pan-fried chicken, like southern fried chicken, and corn on the cob. Hey, Melissa. Hi, Liz. And Teresa McBee is just listening. Well, that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. I wanted to take Brandon fishing today, but I just don't know what's, going on with him. He's just so tired. He's just so tired all the time. I kind of think that it might be that he is messing around with the controls on his sleeping machine. And so I think he has it all messed up. And I don't think he's sleeping properly. And so he drug his old machine out and used that last night. He said he actually slept better. So I don't know what he's doing with the machine. So I want to take his new machine in next week and have them put it back at the settings that it was supposed to be at. And then tape his fingers. Tell him not to mess with it. I'm hoping that's all the problem is, So no fishing today. Hey, Laura Lynn, how's it going? Good to see you. Mom and Pop's quilt shop. That's all my singing. All right. So, what have I been doing this past week? Let's see. Mostly working on that horse. I've been live with Katie over at Greenland Quilter quite a few times this past week, and I've just pretty much been working on the horse. I did work on that snowdrift block one time, I think, and then I popped on her live yesterday, which I hadn't been planning on doing, but she was doing binding and she needed a little bit of help, so I popped on there and walked her through doing the binding. I'm thinking about doing a little short video on that. And let's see what else. I've been doing a little bit of long arm quilting and yard work, mowing the lawn, stuff like that. Liz is also cooking while watching. And Laura says, giggles, you did great. Well, thank you. So, all right, let's look at the sew sampler box first. I just banged my toe. I don't have any shoes on. No shoes, no socks. I'm a barefoot girl. In fact, I don't like people wearing shoes in the house. Like, take your shoes off. Okay. Midsummer Magic. And I think my camera is still backwards, so June of 2025. And there's a coupon in here for 15% off of Tulip Pink fabrics and quilt kits. There's a mystery going on called Up on the Rooftop. It's Christmas in July. It's a quilt and there's a cross stitch along. It starts in July with a weekly video tutorials. Grab your supplies and join us. So you can go check that out over on Jolly Jabber website or Fat Quarter Shop. I'm sure there's a link somewhere there. And it will take you over there for more information. Okay, so I'm sure a lot of you have seen this already. Little card. And here's our fabric. Guess who the maker is? Okay. We got some magic clips. Magic clips. Taylor Serville. 6 clips and easy to read markings on top of each clip. So they do a 1/4 inch and a 1/2 inch. And you're supposed to be able to put them on your seam, and then you can't, your feed dogs will sew over the clip, but not your needle. So you still can't run over these with your needles. Huh. So could help you with your 1/4 inch seam. We'll give them a try and see when we're sewing today. Normally, I don't like to use clips at all, except for maybe when I'm doing my binding, just to kind of help hold it down in place. But for regular piecing, I don't like the weight, of the clip. Now, I will use a clip if I have a lot of seams, that all come together like in a, the thing that spins. Yeah, anyway, I'll think of it. Sometimes I'll put a clip on the middle of that, kind of hold that down because the needle's kind of hard to get through. Pinwheel, that's what I was thinking. Pinwheel. Pinwheel has quite a few seams in it. All right, so we'll try these, and they are $8.98 for 6 of them. So that's kind of expensive. Hey, Nancy. Hi, Lily. The next thing we got is a 3.5-inch square Creative Grids ruler. Okay, that's kind of cool. You know, I have so many rulers from the So Simple box, but I do not have a 3.5-inch square ruler. So I'm good with that. And I do like Creative Grid rulers because they have the grippy stuff on the back, and you can see through them pretty good and get your block lined up and all that. So this is good. I like it. I like this. $11.98. Then we got one of the little baby spool of thread. That's what I call these, baby spools of thread. And it is $5.98. Really super pretty color. I love this color. But, you know, is there enough on these spools to really, you know, get anything done? I don't know. It is Orfil. It's 50 weight and 100% cotton. Let's see. The number is 2520. I'm not sure how much thread is on there, but you know, I have a bunch of these. I'm hoping one of these days I will use them. Yeah, I got a bunch. They're all piled up over here. I guess it would be, you know, if you've never tried Orfil, you could buy a small spool and give it a try, see if you like it, rather than buying the great big one. If you want to spend $5.98 on it. Okay, the next thing is, now this is a really cute pattern. It's called Wise Guy, Owls. Let's see, Kathy won at a casino yesterday and ate at Texas Longhorn for my son's birthday. Yum! Congratulations at winning at a casino. So this one might be kind of fun to do. Yeah, and it would really showcase, you know, the two applique fabrics. So that would be good. It's 50 by 65, and it shows you everything you're going to need there on the back. And of course, these patterns are exclusive to the Fat Quarter Shop So Sampler box, so you really can't buy them unless you go on over to the So Sampler swap on Facebook. Sometimes you can find patterns and other things that come in these boxes, and people are selling them. Sometimes they sell them for a really good price, and other times, you know, they add like 20 bucks or something ridiculous. Okay, block 3, Stop and Smell the Roses block. Now that's a pretty block. Okay, I was looking at these blocks the other day, and I know I said I probably will not do this sew along, but the more I look at it, the more I think, squirrel, uh, this would be a really good project to use up some more of my Lala Batik Christmas Eve and Christmas morning fabric because I still have a lot of it, a lot. And so I could do another Christmas quilt with this, right? So I might just do that. So that's all that's in the box. I'm not like super crazy about this box this month. So far, I would say this is my least favorite one in the past year. Even though the fabric's Tula Pink, um, it's, you know, the 10-inch squares, and you only get a half a layer cake, which I never appreciate that at all. It's a little sample. So we'll take a look at that fabric. I do like the pattern. I like the block of the month. Now, if you want to do that block of the month, you can buy this at the back workshop. Okay? And this isn't something I would ever buy, so I'm not crazy about that. I would never buy these clips, but I'm going to try them anyway. Maybe I will want to buy them after I try them. I do like the ruler, but I wouldn't have gone out and bought it. Except for that one quilt that I'm doing with the squares. They're all 3.5-inch square, so this might come in handy, you know, for cutting up squares. Mostly I like this one. It's 3.5 inches by 6.5. I really like this one a lot. This one works great. So if I had my choice, I would pick this one. But this one might work really good for hourglass blocks, maybe. Because I usually use this one to try and square up the hourglass, but I'll have to try it and see. I'll let you know. But the one I use the most is the 2.5 by 6.5. And I actually have several of those because you get a lot of those in the sew sample box. Okay, so this ruler can go over there. So yeah, I'm not, terribly crazy about this month's box, but you can't be, happy with all of them, I guess. Oh, Susan just finished all 3 of the flower blocks. First time ever being on time. Good job, Susan. Okay, let's take a look. So these are just 10.5-inch squares and Tula Pink. Now see, this one I don't like. Although that might be kind of fun in a collage quilt if you're doing it, you could fussy cut those fish out. All right, this one is pretty. I do like that. It's got bees on it or hornets. Do you like that one? Sure, Kathy. I like sharing these boxes. And I know that this box is the June box. I know it's been out for a while, but all right. This one is really pretty, and it looks like it just has a eyeball here and there. Can you see the eyeball? Kind of a weird one. And this one's pretty. It has a big rabbit on it. Look at that. Isn't that cute? Of course, my ears are cut off. I'll read the chat in just a minute. Okay. Oh, here's another rabbit. Oh, I got most of this one. It's a pink rabbit. So that's cute. So yeah, I think these would be good in a collage quilt. Oh, and this one, yeah, this, now I wouldn't mind having some yardage of this one for a collage quilt. That was good. And then, oh, this one has the big owl, but it's cut off. Dang. That's why I don't like these little cuts. I'd rather have a fat quarter bundle. See, this one's cut off too. I guess I could go look and see over at the fat quarter shop because I do have a coupon now for 15% off. Okay, this one has the hornets, I think. Maybe it's a bee, but it's so big it looks like a hornet. And then the trees in pink with the squirrel, a raccoon, birds. All right, and now it looks like we're going to get into, no, I thought it was going to go to basics, but here's another one of the fish. Yeah, I don't really like that one. It kind of looks like salmon or maybe rainbow trout. All right, now this is a good one for just regular fabric. All right, just regular printed fabric. Isn't that cute? This would be a really nice back for the back of your quilt. A nice bright yellow. Well, I don't think I've seen this bright of a yellow in I don't know how long. Okay, here's another really pretty one. How often does this happen with Tulip Pink? Just some normal prints, what I call normal. This one's also very pretty. Love the color. Was this a grab bag? No. This is a yeah, sampler grab bag. um, and then this one, I do like that. The solar system. So I will probably just put this in there with all my other Tula Pink fabric, and then one of these days use it for something. Hey, Lisa. Hi, Judy. Hello, Homestead. So these are kind of like basics, I think. Would even work well for background. You can't really see that too well, but it's got stars and the moon and planets on it. All right. And then we have 3 of these. They just have like crosshatch lines on them. Okay. And that's the fabric. What'd you guys think of that? Oh, okay, Melissa. Thank you. She said, my owl is cut the same way, but after looking at the pattern, I'm thinking it's strategically cut just right so you can use both halves for different pieces. Hi, Jan. Hi, Agnes. Hey, Judy, how are you doing? So, yeah, let me look real quick. Oh, I see. You could use it in the on the breast, maybe, or in the wing. Probably the breast or the wing. Okay, yeah, I get it. I guess I would have to agree with you on that. All right, so I'm just going to put that up. That off. Let's put it out of my way for now. Put my ruler with all my other rulers. Okay, I'm going to open these clips because I'll give it a try with that our sewing project today and see how we like these. Magic clips. Put them right up there. So they are. Oh, they're very tight. Okay. Very, very tight. I mean, yeah, they super tight. So curious on a piece of fabric. It's, you know, that's what I mean about how it weighs your fabric down. But as tight as they are, you know, I would love to try these for my binding. Okay, I don't know if I like where the markings are for the 1/4 inch and 1/2 inch. I might want to get the instructions back out of the garbage and take a look at that. Yeah, it tells you how to use them. They should have just stamped it right along here on the edge with a 1/4 inch and 1/2 inch. But instead they stamped it way up here, and then on the part that you're actually using to measure, there's no indication whether it's 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch. It's kind of weird how they did that, because if you pushed your fabric all the way up where it is 1/4 inch, that would actually be like 5/8 or something like that. Okay. Anyway, might not be the best thing. I don't know. Those would be good holding the paper to your fabric, yeah? Hi, Amanda. Stitching life together. Listening while working. Well, good. Maybe that'll help your work go faster. Hello, Gifts HQ. Hello there. How are you today? Okay, I'm going to roll up and see who I missed. Hey, Terry. Melissa says, me too. I'm thinking of starting the block of the month now that I have seen the first 3 blocks. Right? And then you can just get all 3 cut up and work on them when you can. Nancy, I'm sorry you're under the weather, but she said her butt is uh, growing to the recliner. Hi, Linda Dollar. Hi, Kay, the KLWQ. I use those small spools of orth thread to hand bind my quilts. That's a great idea. Hey, Jean, how are you doing? Well, Gifts HQ says, first time catching this live. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for being here. We appreciate it. Mostly do quilting stuff, sewing stuff here on my channel. Usually go live on Sundays. I mean, okay, I think I'm caught up. Oh, Susan, I'm not sure if the pop-up came in a sew sampler box. I don't think it did. I'd have to look back through my cards. But if you don't have it, then it probably didn't. I probably got it at my local quilt shop. Um, I just saw your message there. But maybe it did. Hi, Valerie. Oh, your name is Nancy? I'm doing good. Lisa's doing, how are you doing, Lisa? Going to lurk and listen. And the other Nancy just subscribed to Nancy. All right. So for my fabric, it says I need 1 fat quarter. I'm going to use this sewing fabric. Isn't that cute? Had it for a long time. It's called My Sewing Room. by Henry Glass Fabrics, and I got this fabric at a quilt shop yard sale. So I want to say I've had it for at least 5 years. And time to use some of it up. I like having like sewing fabric things to use, fabric to use in your sewing room for projects like this. So I'm just going to starch it. Oh, my bottle needs to be cleaned. And I think my iron needs to heat up. Needs to heat up a little bit more. Let's see what else we have. I'm making this pop-up. It's by So Organized Design. It's just a pop-up. All right. And you need a fat quarter with this, and 4 large safety pins. Got to have that. A small pair of scissors and a marking pencil or pen. Okay. So we got those things. I got to find the needles or safety pins. And I do have some big, so I hope these are big enough. They are pretty big, pretty big. I used to tie quilts, and this is what I use, these big safety pins. But it says I need 4 of those. Just make sure they are all working. Yep, looks like it. I just keep them in a little Ziploc. Okay, what else? This pattern is only one size. Not recommended for children under the age of 12. This is a small 5.5 pop-up. Which, the ring is 5.5. The ring is 5.5. Yep, it's 5.5. Hey, Jess. Hey, Nita. Okay, thank you. She's Susan. Nita says that the pop-up was in the Sew Sampler box October 2024. Well, hi, Eva. Haven't seen you in a while. And oh, look, Lynn is here too. And Lynn made one, and she says it makes a great little storage bucket. Awesome. Was it pretty easy to make? Well, welcome in, you guys. Good to see you. All right. Oh, we need stabilizer. SF 101. Which just happens to be what I have in this bag. I need to get some starch. Or I need to go clean the tip. You let these sit too long and the gets all clogged up. Oh, there we go. Especially if you use like homemade starch in those, they clog up really easy. Okay, let's see what the instructions say. Hey, Marla. Oh, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. This is a very low-key channel. I don't like to edit videos, but I usually just go live. And I think the majority of my viewers like to go live because they like to chat with each other and with me. So there is that too. Okay, let's see. Safety instructions. Okay, we already know it's not intended for children. Apply stabilizer interfacing to the wrong side of the body of the fabric according to the manufacturer instructions before you cut the body piece. But I want to know is, does it have to be on the whole piece, the whole fat quarter? Okay, stabilizer for body, apply to fat quarter before cutting body down to final size. Um, Stabilizer for body is 3.5 by 18. So quite a bit. Or not 3.5, 13.5. Did I say that? And then they want you to cut it down to 13 and 17.5. Okay. Okay. I can do that. Valerie says, yes, I like to chat with you and everybody else. Thank you, Valerie. It is hot, 90, humid. Oh, I'm sorry, Kathy. And the other Nancy says, yes, we do. I like to watch lives, says Judy. And our new Nancy says that's the best part of live streams, getting to chat with like-minded crafters. I love it. Exactly. All right, let's get, sometimes I get to chatting so much that I don't really get much done. especially a new project like this. I should know better, right? Okay, this is SF, like Sam Frank 101. It is made by Collage, and so it is a fabric stabilizer, right? So it has glue on one side of the fabric, all right? And it wants me to cut out 13 by, or 13 and a half. So I'm going to move this down there so I can use my cutting mat. 18 by, and this just happens to be about 20 inches, so plenty long enough. I'll get that cut out. I just keep my stabilizer in a plastic Ziploc bag. Keep the dust off, and that way I know where to find it. There's that too, right? Okay, so the other way needs to be 18 inches. And then we're going to press this onto the back border. So the glue side will go on the back side, the wrong side of the fabric. And I even saved all my pieces. Hey, Shelly. I'm working on the pop-up little storage container thing. I'm going to use it for threads and stuff, scraps. Hoping over there by my Longarm, I'm going to try and figure out a way to attach it to one of the bars. Okay. Hey, Kay, how's it going? She says, hello, quilty friends. Hey, Kathy. Quilts and Crafts, how are you doing? Yeah, a useful project for sure. Lynn says, I like some Tula fabrics, not the ones with the big animals on it. Okay, here we go. So, double check my instructions. Now, I did not read these instructions before I went live, which I probably should have done. To the wrong side of the body fabric, according to the manufacturer instructions, before you cut the body piece. Okay. And mine's not directional fabric, so I don't have to worry about that part of it. Okay. Note, the stabilizer is cut larger than the final cut size of the body because the stabilizer can cause slight shrinkage. This diagram below for replacement of stabilizer, or C, I mean. The white triangle represents the body piece that will be cut after the stabilizer is applied. The body will become the inner and outer side of the pop-up once finished. Okay. Oh, I looks like I'm going to need to cut out circles too. So does it have a, okay, it has a pattern for the circle. So I need to cut out stabilizer for the circles too. All right. Well, I'll start with this first. So what are you guys working on today? Anything fun? You let that cool off a little bit before I move it. Hi Joyce, how are you today? Oh, my dogs hate fireworks. So I'm not forward to that. Hi Andrea. I just woke up from a nap, so able to catch your live for once. Oh, I stopped by. Is Jean live right now? Oh, she went live at 2, didn't she? Well, sorry, Jean, but I've been, doing live on Sunday at this time for a long time, sweetie. It's really hard for me to get over there when I'm already over here. But I do go back and watch the replay. Oh, she's over now? It was a short live? Okay. Thank you, Andrea. Amanda is working on a batch of bowl cozies, cleaned the sewing studio, and working for a few hours on her day job. Awesome. Hi, Janet. How are you doing? Welcome in. And she's cleaning the sewing room. Andrea is getting ready to finish up orders on the Quilt for Valor quilt. Awesome. Working hard here, trying to finish a patriotic quilt before the 4th of July. Ooh, get to it. That was Melissa. Okay. When I iron on that stabilizer, I have my iron on steam, and I move along and I count 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's how I do it. And Nancy is cleaning up the sewing room, working on a project for tomorrow, and doing things for my day job as well. Now, you guys remember, it's supposed to be a fun, restful day. Don't work too hard today. I was going to go out and do a little bit of weed eating this morning. So I just do a little section at a time because I'm not healthy enough to do the whole yard. My yard is just way too big. But boy, my columbine plants that have been planted now for about 6, 7 years here, they're just humongous with blooms this year. Usually that's pretty good, but this year, and I think it's because I put natural bloom fertilizer on it this year, and oh my God, they're humongous. Like the bloom circle is like this, and the blooms are just covered. The plant is just covered with blooms, and the bees love it. The bees love it. There's a kind of a salmony pink color, and then with yellow in the center, and then salmony pink on the outside. And then I have one that's kind of a blue, purple, and white. Yeah. And I always just scatter the seeds every year. So I get a bunch of little babies that pop up. So a bunch of those bloomed out this year. And you don't always get the same plant as the mother plant, right? And one of them is like totally white. So that's cool. And then there's another one that the leaves, the outer petal is like this deep purple color, and then the inside is yellow. So I got some really interesting colors this year. I love those columbines because they're just really super easy to take care of. The hummingbirds and the bees love them. And the bees tried to beat me up this morning when I was trying to water the plants. They didn't want me to spray them with water. All right. Put this over here. Oh, I got to open that door and turn on the fan up here. It's starting to get warm. Be right back, you guys. All right. I changed my mind about opening that patio door because it's warmer outside right now than I thought. And so it would just get hot up here. I'll cut this extra piece off here real quick. And then, so that's how much I have left. That should be plenty for the bottom. Yep. All right, so I need to get some more stabilizer. I need two, looks like I need 2 circles. Yep, base pattern, cut 2. I'm working on some simple Irish chain blocks to make into a quilt for my sister's 60th birthday in September. Oh, how nice. How nice, Lynn. Cross Stitch Christmas Rules by Primrose Cottage. That is what Kathy's doing. Awesome. And for those that, oh yeah, oh, never mind. I don't need to comment. Can't really see what I'm doing, can you? I never know if I should point the camera at the project or keep it on my face. A lot of people want to see the project, so all right. Let's see. Wait, let's see which one works better here. I had to get my circle maker out. What do they call those? You put a pencil in it. One side has a pointed. Is it a protractor? Does that sound right? We used to have them in school, right? I think I still have one somewhere. Yeah, it's protractor. Yeah, it depends on what color they are. Like they really like the red ones. Out in the wild, we have a lot of red columbine and red Penseum. They really like Penseum. Penseum have a really long flower stalk on them. And yeah, they really like that one. But what I have noticed, if the bees are over there in the columbine, the hummingbirds will not fight the the bees for the nectar. They'll try and sneak in there, but they don't like to fight with the bees. Oh, Susan had to go feed the hubby. Oh yeah, that's the other compass. I think they used to call them that too. Yeah, I don't like to fight with bees either, Valerie. That is no fun. Okay, so remember I told you that in my flower baskets this year, I planted colorful chard. So, you know, there's red and yellow stalks, and it's really pretty. But they have grown really fast compared to the flowers. So I was kind of hungry yesterday, and I have never tried chard. Okay. So I'm like, I wonder if I could make chard chips, like potato chips. So of course I went online and followed the recipe and put them in the oven. And boy, they when they cook like that, get all crispy, they get super, super thin. I didn't like it at all. And plus, I put too much seasoning on it, so they were too salty. And they stuck to my baking sheet. So if I ever do it again, I'm going to put them on parchment paper, I think, and uh, put less seasoning on them. Has anybody tried that? Like I know, like they make uh, kale chips. People say those are really good, so I thought, give this a try. Anyway, yeah, I had to really cut them back out of the my baskets because they were really my other flowers were not getting enough sun. I think I put too many of them in there. Hey, Peggy, how you doing, girl? Oh, I know, right? I have that problem at my feeders too. Um, I have pretty good places where the ants can't get to them now, but the bees and wasps. But I have these wasp catchers that I put out there not too far from the feeders, and that seems to help. And the hummingbirds can't get into the my natural wasp catchers. Oh, you cook the stalks? Oh, now see, I didn't do that. Kathy, I try to plant tomatoes here, but it just doesn't work. It just gets too cold here. The soil doesn't warm up enough, and I don't have a greenhouse. And so I tried putting them in big pots, and that was really kind of a pain in the butt because, you know, you had to take them out during the day and then bring them back in at night. And because we still get down in the 40s at night here. So, and that could happen even in July. So I tried for like, I want to say 6 years or so, trying different tomato plants. And yeah, so I gave up. Couldn't you just cook the chard like you do spinach? Chain stitch on my serger. Oh, that's a good idea. I was going to make barbecued ribs for dinner tonight, but um, I made moats to go above the feeder. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea to, to get the ants. Oh, cool. Leanna is lurking and helping her honey refinish a chair. She says hello to everybody. Yes, homemade tomatoes are delicious. But I do have neighbors who have greenhouses, so there is that. And I will trade huckleberries, or I do have rhubarb. I would trade for tomato. Also, we have a farmer's market thing. So in Grangeville, so I could get, a flat of tomatoes then. When I lived in Oregon, I had a really nice garden, and I had it all set up on water timer thing. And I had it all fenced in. I had a greenhouse so I could start things early. Yeah, I miss it. But that's the way it goes. When it's very warm, I like to make tacos and BLTs. Yeah, I am going to make pizza, and I don't want to warm up the oven, so I put the pizza out on the barbecue. So I have a pizza cooker thing that you put on a barbecue. Well, you can put it in the oven too. It's actually cast iron, which I love cooking pizza on cast iron. The bottom browns up so nice, and um, just got to keep your pan a long ways away from the flame so you don't burn it in one area. So like I have a 3 burner barbecuer, and I heat up the 2 on the outside. I leave the center one off so I don't get any direct heat. Then I warm the barbecuer up to like 400 before I put it in there. It's got to be quick. As soon as you open the door, there goes all your heat. I've even cooked a cake in the barbecuer before. That's right, a cake. Because one time I was making a cake and the power went out. Luckily, I had just started the cake, so I moved it out to the barbecuer really quick, and it did work. So, yeah, it can be done. I love the cast iron pizza pan so much. I got my daughter one. They're really heavy, but yeah, the cast irons are great. Mine's about, so big. So I'm looking forward to having pizza tonight. Oh, that sounds good too. Ham and cheese sandwich, Judy? Yeah, that sounds good. Okay, so there's my circles. Put those aside. Now let me see. What was I supposed to cut this down to? Yeah. Hey, Geraldine, how's it going? Yeah, I haven't tried a pie, but I don't see why not. If I can do a cake, I could do a pie, right? Okay, now we cut it down to 13 and 17 and a half. Okay, 13. Okay, I'm going to put this in my scrap. My scrap drawer. Okay, cut off the foliage first. Oop, all right, this is popping up, so I need to press that corner again. Make sure you press those corners good. Hey, Lisa, how's it going, girl? Good to see you. And thanks for putting the links for people's channels in there. Well, it is beautiful outside today, but it's a lot warmer today than it was yesterday. I think when I get done with this live, I might take the DOGs. I want to say it out loud. And okay. Nancy says, thank you for your live. I hope to catch more in the future. Off to grab dinner with the hubby. Oh, happy anniversary. You take care too. Thanks so much for being here. I'll go check out your channel too. Let me bring that up so I don't forget. Anyway, yeah, I'm thinking about taking the dogs swimming today when we get done here. Go to chat. I really like gift ideas and stuff like that. Oh, look at her. Isn't she cute? You're cute, Nancy. She's doing a demo. Okay, definitely. Oh, looks like she has a good channel. How to make a snowman. Okay, definitely gonna subscribe and check your channel out. She has 9,771 subscribers. Awesome. And 297 videos. Looks like she's got a lot of sewing machines in the background there, and threads and stuff. Oh, awesome. All right. Let me grab her channel link. Of course, Lisa has probably already done this. Let's see, copy. So I'll put her link in the chat. Yep, Lisa. Thanks, Lisa. Oh, you watch her every morning? See, I love finding new people to watch. I can't wait. Amanda, do you have a channel too, Stitching Life? If I subscribe to that, seems like I've been subscribed to you. Let me go up. Go to channel. Stitching Life together. Oh, she's cutie too. No, I am not subscribed, but I am now. She has, oh, you guys go subscribe to Amanda. She has 145 subscribers and 29 videos. And, oh, quilt binding 101. Awesome. I was going to do a binding video. So I'm going to have to check yours out because I might not have to do one now. You do. All right. That's Lisa probably already grabbed that one too. So let me look. And Melissa Makes Quilt is another one. We'll look at that one real quick. Oh yeah, she's a doll. Yeah, I'm subscribed to her already. Yeah, she did a sew sampler box opening, making a mini quilt ornament. That was a year ago. 8 days ago, the sew sampler box. Quilt hoodies. National Park quilt panel. Okay. Yeah, I've been subscribed to hers. Hey, Katie, how's it going? That's right, Lisa. Posting is my job. Thank you, Terry. Thanks for just subscribing to everybody. Let's see. I need to go look at prep. But I don't do this now, then I will forget. Of course, I could always go back and watch the replay when the chat is posted. We sold our land and bought a landfill. Oh my goodness. Okay. She has 1,081 subscribers and 1,004 videos. Oh my goodness. That's a lot. We joined us as we build a homestead from scratch. Wow. Okay. The place we bought in Oregon, it felt like a landfill. I don't think those people ever took anything to the dump. It was a mess. Oh, look. June garden tour. I gotta go watch. I love garden videos. Okay. So I yeah, I'm subscribed to your channel. Pop back over. I know. Yeah, so many content creators here. It's amazing. There are. I love it. Yeah, go check out Katie's channel too. The Greenland quilter. She goes live a lot. Randy. Oh, oh yeah. Let me go check that one out. Thanks for posting all those, Lisa. Okay. 13 and a half inches. Gotta get. See why I don't get projects done? Or 13 inches. Okay. This is why I don't get projects. Because I act like I'm a viewer. Okay, double check. Body cut after applying stabilizer, 13 inches. All right, 15. Missouri Outlaw Randy. Oh, I thought I was subscribed to him already. Cutting ginger jeans up. Cool. All right. 448 videos. He has 4,029 subscribers. Wow, Randy. That is awesome. All right, there's that piece. Yeah, and then there's Kathy Quilts and Crafts, and we also have Vintage Style by Joe, Peggy Lynn Design. Uh, Peggy, I'm making the pop-up. Randy gets around. Yeah. Yeah, there are a lot of content creators on here right now. And Terry, so Terry has a channel. Um, Peggy Lynn, let's see. Kathy's Quilts, Greenland Quilter, Vintage Style by Joe, So Terry, Melissa Makes Quilts, Prep for Eternity Homestead. Let's see. So Blessed by Jess. I know I'm subscribed to her already. And okay, if you're in the chat and you want your channel, oh, Mama J Enterprises, Andrea, she has a channel. If you want your channel in, oh, yes, an awkward quilter. Lisa, she has a channel. So just, if you're a channel if you're a content creator, put a little heart in the comments, it'll pop up next to your name. And if Lisa hasn't already, she will. Thank you, Lisa. You're so sweet. Peggy says, I don't post very often. Well, that's okay. We post when we can. All right. I'm just going to trim this piece of fabric off of there, and then I can do the other side. Yeah, I'm not going to get this project done. But you know what? That's okay, because I come on here to visit. That's my number one, my number one goal. Visit and then to work on stuff. And if I get it done, great. If I don't, it's okay with me. Okay, and that needs to be cut down to 17 and a half. But so, you know, if I don't get a project done, I just save it for next Sunday or some other time, come on live and finish it up. Right? It's no big deal. All right, 17 and a half. Got that. Okay, Lisa, go lurk. Go into the lurk mode. And Andrea says hello to everybody that she didn't say hi to earlier. And she's lurking because she's sewing. Good. I'm glad you're sewing. Yeah, this is part one. Exactly. I need to remember to go back and change my video title to Back Quarter Pop-Up Part 1. Okay, let's see what it says to do next. All right. Oh, there is a tip page that you can visit at Sew Organized Design before you begin. Okay, I didn't do that. Okay, Peggy. Hi, Mona. How you doing, girl? Welcome in. Welcome in. I'm working on this pop-up. All I've got done so far is iron my fabric, got my stabilizer on there, and now I'm reading the directions. Okay, now I'm not going to use the label that this came with, so I'm going to skip that. Making the hanging loop, which is optional. Okay, I'm not going to make that hanging loop because I'm going to do a different, I'm going to try to do a different kind of loop thing. So I'm going to skip the loop. Okay, attaching the loop, label, and elastic. Okay. I think I do need the elastic. I'll get that out. And this has So this is the way the fabric is supposed to set, 17.5 by 13. So I have that placed right. And this is supposed to, upper left is 0. And elastic, hold it, place, bottom edge a 1/2 inch above the lower right edge. Okay, so that means down here, and then, okay, and put it in the in place, bottom edge a 1/2 inch above the lower 1/2 inch. Now I'm going to try one of these strong clippies. Yeah, that's really tight. I can almost not squeeze that. Oh, oh, that's supposed to be on the outside, not the inside. Okay. So good thing I looked at that. Good thing they have a picture, because I'm kind of a picture person. I'm not sure what this piece of elastic's for. I think it's to, I have no idea. Probably says in here. Draw construction marks on the right side of the body fabric along both the top and bottom edges. Mark at the measurements from the left edge as shown in the diagram. Okay, so mark at 4.5 inches. And of course I would use dark fabric. So I'm going to grab my white chalk pencil. Okay, there. So this is why I have a white chalk pencil, because sometimes you need to mark on dark fabric. All right. So the first mark is 4.5. So mark on the top and mark at the bottom. Now that happens to be right where there's a white. Okay, the top one's fine. Okay, and then 8 3/4. 8 3/4. That 8 3/4. And then 13 inches. Okay. Now I hope that stays on there. Yeah, I'm more of a visual learner. When I read the instructions, I have to read it over and over and over and over. The 17.5 side will end up going around the circumference of the spring. Okay. Okay, so skipping the loop, skipping the label. Should I put the label on? I have other labels I could use. It is a camper. Maybe I should put it on. Hi, Sheila. How are you doing? Okay. You thought you'd be watching the replay? Oh, yeah, I'm still on. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's almost been 2 hours. It's hot. Oh, yeah, it's pretty warm here today, too. Warmed up quite a bit more than I thought it would. Yeah, I think Jamie is out with her daughter and new granddaughter today. No, the label does not have my name on it. It's just the manufacturer of this product. Let me see what other labels I have. I have a lot of little labels from the back order shop. I have, oh, I could use the one that says handmade. Yeah, might as well use these, right? I haven't used any of these labels that okay, do I like blue or green? Oh, I think blue. Okay, it says handmade on one side, handmade, and then the other side is a heart. Hey, Amy, what are we working on? We're working on the fat quarter pop-up bag. All right, so I'll save this label for something. Yeah, I use one of these. Yeah, I have a bunch of labels from the fat quarter shop. All right, where does it want the label? Hit that thumbs up, people. Thanks, Katie. There are some hilarious labels out there. Yes. Yeah, I should buy some personalized labels. But I have an embroidery machine. I should make my own label with my name, right? Okay. And the label is going to go down here. Another clippy. All right. Now I have to baste those on, and I'm using a 1/8 of an inch stitch. I need caffeine. Um, Amy says she makes them on her embroidery machine. Yeah, there's a couple of different companies out there that do personalized labels. And what is the name of that one place? Oh gosh darn. Give me a minute, maybe I'll think of it or somebody else will come up with it. I remember Yvette used to do a box opening thing with those labels. Was it by Big Tree or something like that? Okay, move forward on this elastic. I'm going to have to go over this elastic a couple of times. Forward and back. And back. Okay. I want small ones though, small like the one Teresa's using. There are tons of labels on. Oh yeah, Sweetwater tag, Sweetwater. Yep. Donna says she gets hers on Amazon. Yeah, I don't know how expensive the Sweetwater ones are, but they are really pretty. But I would be worth checking out from Amazon too. Amy says she found a pattern on Designs by Juju for the embroidery machine to make small labels. I got it, but haven't tried it. Great. Thanks, Amy. Okay. What is next? Hey, I get to turn the page. Fold body in half to form a tube. Fold body in half with right sides together. All right. So you're folding a long tube. Okay. No, wrong way. The other way. Folding a short tube. I was like, that doesn't make sense. See why I have to have the pictures? Okay. So, forming a tube, we'll use these monster clips again. that I can't even squeeze, okay? So if you have arthritis, don't buy these clips, okay? Because they are really tight. And I have bad thumbs, and it's just barely able to open that. Okay, now check the fold dimension that it is 13 by 8 3/4. Okay, 13 by 8. Yep, that's what it is. Um, Sew a 1/4-inch seam to close the 13-inch side, making a tooth. Press seam open. Okay, so yeah, because that's going to be a lot of fabric. And I just want to check this real quick. Looks all right. Gemin Threads has some nice and some sarcastic labels. Oh, okay. Okay. And so they want 1/4 inch. And I bet you I need to back tack. Probably doesn't say, but I'm going to. Okay, now if I set this clip at the 1/4 inch mark, okay, I'm still going to run into my needle because I'm right at a 1/4 inch. So again, that wouldn't work for me. I would not be able to sew over it like it says in the instructions. So for me, so far, these clips wouldn't be something that I would buy. However, let me use them on binding a quilt, and then I'll tell you, because they are pretty strong. The biggest thing is getting them open. And if you're wondering what I'm talking about, I got these magic clips in the Sew Sampler box. And I opened that box earlier in the live, and I said I would try them out with this sewing project today. So that's what I'm doing. All right. Okay, so now I need to press this open. Does anybody know where my roller is? Amy got some sassy small tags from More Me No. One says, may contain cat hair. I need one that says may contain dog hair. Or my hair. I seem to be shedding a lot. My hair is getting thin for some reason. I started taking biotin. I talked to the doctor about it. Oh, thanks, Jess. Have a nice dinner. Thanks for stopping in. Okay. Now I'm going to press that. And I'm going to use this splatter. Because I have it. It's not something I buy, but I got it in the Sew Sample box. I really don't like the way it smells, but it does work good. Okay, now turn like a sock, elastic to the inside. Huh? Oh, right. Turn like a sock. View the tube standing up on a table with the elastic at the bottom. Okay. So I have to turn it. Here we go. I was cooking some hot dogs. That's Ramona. I like that, Lisa. Mine says, I worked really hard on this, so you better use it. That's a good one. Is it really supposed to be that tall? Don't tell me I messed up. Okay. No? Okay, I have to turn the okay. So I have to turn this down. So you got to pull that through, okay? Because we want pretty fabric on the inside. And the outside. So go ahead and slide that all the way down. Okay, I'm going to use my clips again. Okay, I'm not going to use that clip because I just can't open it wide enough to get it to work. Okay, so I just want to make sure that it's flush all the way around. Regular clip. Yep, fold in half so it has a lining. Yep. Okay, I think I got it all. Okay. All right, so yeah, when you put it like that, I should be see the label and the elastic. Top stitch at the fold. Starting with the seams match up each set of construction marks from step 1. Okay, now this is where I could use a different color thread. All right, so you want to press this, your top, press it, and then you're going to top stitch it. Okay. Now, it's hard for me to do a cuff on this sewing machine, but I will try. And let's see, do I want to change the color thread or just live with yellow? Well, there is yellow in the fabric. I'm not selling this, I'm using it, so okay. I think I will just use the yellow. and I'm going to do like 1/8 of an inch. And it is almost 4 o'clock. So I've been on for 2 hours and have 87 people watching. Hello, everybody. Thanks for popping in. If you don't know, I'm working on the back quarter pop-up little basket thingy. And came in a sew sampler box. This is the first time I have made one of these. So it has taken me over 2 hours to get to this point. But I did open the sew sampler box too and visited with everybody. So there is that. Yeah, they don't look too bad. The color thread. Okay, almost to the end here. There. And put those off. When you use the cutter on your sewing machine, it always leaves a little knot. And the thread kind of gets bunched up. So I'm going to try to pick it out a little bit here. Because I want it to look a little bit better than that. So hopefully it doesn't come undone. Okay, that's all right. Okay, so there's my top stitch. Now, I know we're going to be putting this on. That's really going to be hard to do with this machine. Okay, this is where it's going to get tricky. Because we got to insert the spring. Okay, insert the spring. So that's what you do next. Take these back off. I buy Nigeria at the grocery store. Works really well. But yeah, I have used that. Let's see. Slide the spring with the tape still in place between the two layers of the body. Work it to the fold snugly against the top stitch. Okay. I can just grab all of that into the middle there and pin it. It doesn't show that, but it looks to me like it would be a little bit easier. Yeah, I just bunched it up. Okay, so this goes in there like this, and you slide it all the way down to your seam. Okay. Line up the tape halfway between the two construction marks. Okay, that's like straight across from the. But don't remove the tape yet. Okay. 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 It's a good thing it has pictures because otherwise I'd have messed up several times by now. Okay. So I have to remember those two construction marks there. So yeah, the instructions, pictures really do help. Secure with safety pin. Okay. Yeah, it's going to be really cute. It's just this first time doing it is kind of a pain. Uh, one mark at a time. Yeah, so the point of using the safety pins is you don't want the spring to, you know, accidentally spring while you're working on this. So I want you to put the pin in about 1.5 inches from the top, which would be right, right about here. See, isn't it fun to do something different once in a while? Yeah, my needles, my pins are not very sharp. Oh my goodness, Lisa, are you kidding? I ate raw morel mushrooms. My mom was soaking. My entire body is covered in hives. Oh no. Oh no. I've never eaten a raw one. I eat them cooked all the time, but and never had a problem. Your gran used a mixture of lard and salt on you. Did it work? Yeah. We want to know if it worked. Never heard of salt and lard. Now, I heard of baking soda, like a baking soda paste, but that's not very comfortable. It's kind of gritty. Okay, my pins are in. I hope I don't get my fingers sprung when I spring the spring. Yeah, take Benadryl. There you go. All right. Now you cut the tape. Oh, and the safety pins are going to hold it in there. I was wondering how we were going to release it. Okay. Secure with safety pins. I did that. Cut tape and baste raw edges together. Okay. Expose the tape edges of the spring enough to carefully snip the tape away using a small pair of scissors. Remove the tape. The spring is now released. The safety pins will hold the spring out of the way while the bastings are added. Straighten the sides of the body lining up the raw edges at each set of construction marks and pins. Okie dokie. Oh, that was 65 years ago. Did the lard and the salt work? I'm assuming they put the lard and the salt on your body over your rash. Is that? People still ate Vicks Vapor Rub? I never heard of eating Vicks Vapor Rub. Yeah, Benadryl helps for sure whenever you have any allergic reaction to anything. If you can take Benadryl. Oh, now I only have 78 people watching. You're all dropping off. It is 4 o'clock. All right, you guys, I think we're going to finish this up next time. What do you think? Yeah, because, you know, I've been on for, what time did I come on? 1:30? 2.5 hours. I should probably finish it, but I think it's going to take me another hour. Do not remove the staple. Oh, okay, I see. The elastic is when you want to collapse it, then you wrap the elastic around there. Oh, okay. Yeah, and I might read ahead before I finish it. Do what you like or finish it if you like. Who's John? Hey Jean. You're gonna watch John now? I will stick around while I quilt my quilt. Be blessed, less stress, and pets and fabric today. Bye everyone. See you over at Tiffany's channel in a bit. Yeah, Tiffany's on at 5 o'clock. Yeah, there's a tutorial I can watch. That would probably help. But the instructions are pretty good, you know. I'm just doing a lot of visiting. I like Vicks on my throat and my chest. I love Vicks. Oh, Guy's Craft too. Okay. I'll have to look him up. Bye everybody. I'll see you later, okay? Yeah, I need a break, so I think I'll just go ahead and let you go. Thanks for joining me. We'll finish this next Sunday. I'll save it. And yeah, maybe I'll go find the video. That way I'll get it done fast. Well, it's fun having you guys here. So I am just going to put that in there. So everything is together. And I think that's it. And I'll just set this over here. Yeah. And finish that up next time. So, okay. Thanks for joining me, you guys. It was a lot of fun visiting with you guys. And yeah, I appreciate everybody. And thank you, moderators, for all your help and for being here. I really appreciate you guys. And you guys take care, okay? Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I'm going to take a break, and then I'm probably going to come back up and do some more quilting, because I know somebody who would appreciate that. I actually know two people who would really appreciate my quilting. My getting my quilting done. Well, get your butt in gear. That's right. Should we go for a walkie? Go get some more iced tea, and then I'll probably come back up for a while. All right. Adios. Bye.